This glow-in-the-dark star kit is made for dark surfaces. Most of my stars, at least originally, were made for white or really light surfaces, so the regular halo stars blend in during the day. You really can't see them, and then at night they glow. But these, I added a touch of color and some ingredients that help it to glow through the night, because when you put glow pigment against a black or even a clear surface, it can't absorb light the way it's supposed to, and it doesn't release light the way it's supposed to. So this is something kind of new. So let's see here. Usually what I do is I start with the larger decals. This is a crescent moon. I'm going to put it right up here. Now you'll be working probably on the ceiling or wall, I don't know. Get that out of the way. If you're going to have shooting stars, these short ones, you can pretty much just peel them off. And what I like to do is kind of place them horizontal to one another. So we'll just put a couple in here because this is a small area. So there's one. And I'm going to put another one right here. So I'm just going to eyeball it and say it looks somewhat horizontal to each other. You know, they're both going the same direction. And you can see when it's against the black that you can see the tint of blue. Now these are the halo stars that are made for these dark ceilings. And they come in 4 sizes on a sheet. They just vary slightly. And every single center of the star, the actual star is the center. You can't really see it here. That's what glows the brightest. These will glow all night. Now these larger ones, for this small area, I'm not putting many. I'm going to move down to the next size, which is a little smaller. You just put a few. You don't really need to overcrowd your area. This is about equal to a size, like a star window that you might put right over your bed. So it doesn't really take, it's not going to take a whole kit to do it, unless you really want to crowd them up. I'm going to move down to the next size. You have the most of the smallest size because that's what really makes the mural come to life. Like once you've laid it out, you'll notice that it's almost like a field of shimmering, more so than individual star dots that you'll see. So again, this is just a few of them. I started with a partial sheet. Like I didn't use all those. This already had some missing because I've been testing. Okay, now I'm going to move down to the smallest size. And if you can see that, I kind of roll them so that the edge sticks up. This just makes them easier to pick. Now, one thing you don't want to do is create like a pegboard. You don't want to make it look like it's just a grid, because that won't look real. Another thing I do when I have a planet or a moon or something, I don't crowd right around here, because it's actually going to put off its own little glow. You don't need to have tiny stars right up next to it. You can kind of steer clear of any larger decals that you might decide to get. And I like to crowd some and then leave sparse areas. And again, for this mural, or I guess it's kind of like a mural, mini mural, I'm really not using a lot of stars. You don't need to. I just want you to see that. Ooh, there we go. So that's it. Now, I also have, these are little dot stars. They're a little denser in pigment. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little dome star. These will twinkle, like you'll think they're twinkling. It's just like a trick your eyes play on you, but you'll think they're twinkling. I'm just going to put a few of them in here. Okay, so usually what I do, I hit it with a black light. I do this here mainly because it's hard to get pictures if you don't charge it with a black light. But in your when you're looking at it live, you don't need a black light. Like, I'm really only doing this because that's the best way to get pictures. So let me go ahead and turn this off. There you go. I hope you can see it all.